Hi there, I'm Garrick Adele with G Squared Studio, a web development company located here in Sonoma County. Today I want to take you through the Google Analytics homepage and just give you a brief overview of the information you can find here and really kind of some tips and tricks on how to utilize that to maybe improve your website. First, I want to talk about why you should have Google Analytics. Could you imagine going to a car dealership and a used car salesman takes you to this car and says, "This thing's a beaut, works like a champion, awesome mileage, great fuel economy, goes really fast." You get in the car and there's no dashboard. No dashboard. No way to tell how fast it goes. No way to know how many miles are on it. Now that sounds creepy from a used car salesman. I wouldn't buy the car. Why would you have a website that doesn't have a dashboard? Google Analytics is your information to know what the website's doing. Just like you want a car with a dashboard, you should want a dashboard for your website. This is also super important right now because website traffic is up. It's 2020, and just like my beard is growing ridiculous right now, internet traffic is growing ridiculous right now. People are at home. People are doing a little extra Google searching on the side. People are got a little more freedom because they're working from home. So website traffic is up. Also, people can't go shop at their regular stores. People can't go into their regular restaurants. So they're utilizing websites more. So it's a great time to make sure your website's working the way that it should, and this is a great tool to see how it is. So let's dive in real quick and see how it goes. So first of all, this is a client of mine called Superburger. They are a burger restaurant that has multiple locations here in Sonoma County, and they make a delicious burger, I must say. They only have one website that is currently representing all their different locations, and we can, using Google Analytics, see the popularity of their website for their different locations, which is really, really neat. So let's dive in real quick and just take a little look. The first information that we get from this, though, is how many users have gone to the website. And we can see a chart here for the last 7 days. And we can see that on average there is approximately somewhere around 300 to 450-ish people who go on this website a day checking out Superburger. We can change the date range if we wanted to, but we're going to keep it to 7 days just for this example. The next piece of information over is there are 2.8 thousand sessions on the website. This is different. This is not unique visits. So these are the difference here is probably people who came to the site, left, and then came right back, or searched around and then came back. So it wasn't a unique visit that day. So really, the reason I'm pointing this out is we want to pay attention to users more than sessions typically. There are some exceptions, but we're not going to dive into that today. Next is bounce rate. So this is done through a calculation that Google's created, that people go to one page and they land on a page on the site and they don't spend too much time there and then they leave. So for a restaurant, the 62% isn't that bad, or it's really not bad at all. People are quite often on their mobile phones when they're looking at restaurants, and when you're on a mobile phone, you're going to get a higher bounce rate because service issues and distractions and all sorts of things. If you're down in the 40%, you're doing really good on a bounce rate. If you're 75 and up, you might want to reevaluate what your homepage is communicating to people, because there's a reason people are going there and then choosing to leave pretty quickly. So good information you can gain from the dashboard of Google Analytics. The next thing we can see, site duration time. So this is how long people are actually on the website. So for a restaurant, a minute 30 is pretty good. They don't have any blog content, they don't have any videos, they don't have anything that would typically keep people on a website for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, such as long articles or videos. So the next thing over is active users right now. This is a useful tool, especially if you are if you're putting out blog content or something like that. You can send it out and then you can see how quickly people are clicking through and then going to that page. And we can see down here what page these people are on. So there are 8 people on currently right now, which makes sense. It's a little after 6 p.m. in the evening. And the number one page people are on right now is the home page. This little / right here is indicating that people are on the home page. The next is the Cotati menu, Bennett Valley, Santa Rosa, and Windsor menu. I like to play around with this just to see that it's working. So I went to the site here, we clicked history, we go back to analytics, we'll see that changes to 9, and then history comes up as one of the pages that people are on right now. Pretty neat information. You can kind of geek out, waste some time there, but it's fun to have. Next information that is really helpful is how are people finding the website, whether it's organic search, which means they're typing in Santa Rosa Superburger or Santa Rosa Burger or Cotati Burger or something like that nature, and then clicking through Google, or they're clicking through a direct link, such as they saved the URL in their title, or they know to type in original Superburger when they want to go there, and then some social media leads as well. We're going to dive into sessions by country in just a little bit, just to show you how deep you can go with Google Analytics. But this shows you where people are when they're coming to the website. Users by time of day, no surprise for a restaurant, they show up sometime between 10 and 8 p.m. to check out the website, and most commonly between 4 and 8 p.m. It's a restaurant, sells burgers, people are going to be there in the evening. Next piece of information that I find really helpful is what pages people are mainly going to. So again, the / here is indicating the home page, the number one page people are visiting. The second location is the Santa Rosa menu. So it shows you that that's probably their most popular and profitable location. What could be really helpful here is if you are a person who's creating blog content, you can see what page the majority of people are going to. So if you write an article about a hat, we'll just say, and it becomes super popular, you know, if you write another article about another hat, that can also be a really popular article for you. Or you can write a follow-up piece for that popular article. So you get some really good information here on how to better utilize your website. The next piece of information that I like to look at is what sort of device they're on. This is important to me being the developer. So I want to know if people are on their desktop, their phone, or a tablet the majority of the time they're on their site. And no surprise, via it being a restaurant, they're on their phone the majority of the time. So we made sure this site is super, super friendly and super, super happy on mobile devices, because almost 80% of the time people are going to their site, they're on their mobile device. So real quick, I just want to show you this. You can dive deeper in all these realms in all sorts of ways. There's behavior, acquisition, audience, all sorts of cool information, but I don't want to go too deep into anything other than this, just because it shows you how much specific information you can get through Google Analytics. So no surprise at all, the majority of the traffic we get to this website is in the United States. We can double click click the United States here, and it narrows down. Of course, California. This is only based in California, so good. Majority of traffic is coming from California. Click again, dive a little deeper, and we can see what towns people are actually searching it in. Santa Rosa, San Francisco, Windsor. We can get some really good information from here and find out what locations people are specifically going to. So I hope that gives you a brief overview there. You feel a little bit more comfortable. You feel a little bit more like you can digest the information you get from Google Analytics. And then hopefully, if you don't have it, this video motivates you to get it on there, because you can't improve what you don't know. So get Google Analytics. Give me a call if you need help with any of it. Garrett Goodell with G Squared Studio. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.